gets the Heavenly Grace off and Jakiro, a hero that has a lot of strength gain, they're very difficult to pick off, and they always like had a really good read where Team Liquid is gonna strike. So like Storm did try a couple of times at the early stages of the game to try to go in and get some pickoffs going, but it was not successful. And I want to talk about timings as well. Being able to get Aghanim Scepter on Pudge at the same timing as Leshra gets the Bloodstone, and then taking a fight, reducing Morphling's healing and also healing from the Bloodstone. All I'm gonna say, if Pudge is played by Ori, you got nothing to worry.
Now, honestly, what?
Or you don't need. Okay.
Sorry. Don't be sorry. No, I honestly think that was just an incredible performance by Ori. I mean, if your Pudge is solo killing the enemy Storm Spirits in the mid lane, that's more than you could ever ask for, right? His items came at right the amount of time. Siamese Cat on the Omni Knight knew just when to play with the Pudge and when to stop playing with his sniper, and it just felt like all of the pieces of ASTER's draft aligned with each other so nicely. And I just love the fact that they took the Marcy away from Boxy. Right, they had previously beaten the Marcy twice in their upper bracket series versus Liquid, but they just lost to it. Instead of being shaken or maybe questioning their openers, they take the Marcy for themselves, which they then pivot into an offline Marcy with the last pick Omni Knight, which I think nobody was prepared for here. So I'm just really impressed by how ASTER handled that game 2. And these game 2s at TI always turn into Pudge territory, sniper territory,
Sniper
SF
Pudge, baby.
territory. Yeah, you don't want to get eliminated without potentially just trying your best and going for your cheese picks. So honestly, 10 out of 10 draft there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I love the Omni, like we've talked about, and Liquid even said it in the interview that ASTER, they play together. You've said a bunch of times, they play for team fights. What's a better hero to play this like positioning death ball meta than Pudge, Sniper, Omni? Right? So you have the repositioning on your side. You want 4 heroes that are all protecting the Sniper. You have the Omni who can save people if the enemy team tries to jump in, like isolate one hero. It's like if you are good at the team play element of Dota, this is one of the best drafts that I've ever seen for that. And I would expect a potential Omni ban in the later phases of the draft in Game 3.
I wouldn't be surprised with that dominating performance indeed. We actually have an Omni Knight specialist as part of our talent crew. We're heading over to him right now. It is Sir Action Select. Omni Knight specialist as part of our talent crew. We're heading over to him right now. It is Sir Action Select. You bet your booty I'm an Omni Knight specialist. We have 90 seconds to give away 2 Storm Spirit Pillows after that Storm Spirit. I want to hear the best Storm Spirit impressions. If you can do a Storm Spirit impression, so raise your hand. Can you do one? Zip. All right. Can anyone do a Storm Spirit? Right.
Haha, I'm here.
Audience? Oh. Storm Spirit impression, sir. Zip. Jeez, what is wrong with you guys? All right, come on, somebody. Okay, hurry.
Storm Spirit!
That was pretty good. Take your pillow. Thank you very much. Anyone else? We got a few more seconds here, my boy. Excuse me, sir. This will be a tight fit. Excuse me. There we go. Perfect. Sir, please be good.
Storm Spirit!
All right, that's good enough for me. Can you beat him?
No. I don't know.
Okay, great. There you go. Thank you very much. All right, back to the panel. Woo!
I'm not going to remember.
Well, okay. Thank you, Slacks, for that. Yeah, I didn't have high standards set for the Storm Spirit sounds, but it worked out, and people got free stuff, so we're all happy for them. Who we're also happy for is Matumaman, because he made it very deep in a tournament that he, from the get-go, had already said, Effie, it's his last ever.
It's very sad, but I mean, for a last run, he's performing spectacularly. We saw it in that earlier video where he talked about how he felt like he messed up that first game versus Thunder. He went into the bathroom, he washed his face, and he said, you've done this before, you've done this so many times, and he delivered for his team. And we've talked time and time again about how Boxy showed up, how Mika has showed up, but Matu has shown up in spades. I think he's playing some of the best Dota in his life right now, and his teammates are just so inspired to get this win for him before his last run.
And with that in mind, we actually do also have his teammates talking about Matu's retirement.
To put it frankly, it sucks. Because I think, you know, like, right now I feel like I just want to keep playing with him.
He's a really good dude. He's
He's very stoic, he's very Finnish, but he's also very good at Dota.
I mean, the reason why I'm retiring is I was already contemplating after last year's TI. Like, after losing this, I felt like sometimes it hits harder, sometimes it hits a little bit less. I mean, in the moment, you always go with the emotions that why you could have done better. Your mind just keeps like barraging you with these feelings and like what you should have done. Did you throw the game for your team? And it's truly miserable feeling. Feel like this was your worth, kinda like what you put into this year. This moment was the worth, and you weren't good enough. This year, obviously, I mean, I was crying after that lower bracket final against Team Spirit. I mean, it's heartbreaking to lose that way.
Will he get another rampage at TI-10? Absolutely, Yatoro! And they're gonna call GG. The underdog story is still alive. Team Spirit move on to the grand final.
It just doesn't satisfy me equally anymore. Like, I just feel tired. I'm doing it out of sense of it's my job and duty to become better, or like stay at least like as good as I was before, or like maintaining the form. I feel like whatever you choose to devote all your life for, you better do it like fully hearted. Like, there's no way I'm gonna half-ass this thing. Like, it's gonna eat me alive. That's how I feel.
I think this year, especially on the team that we're on now, he's kind of embraced more of a leadership type of thing. So he's kind of got that. Yeah, he's our stoic, bearded Finnish leader.
For me, I think this TI maybe not that sad, because I get to relax after this and enjoy my retirement days. So for me, it's really a win-win, you know?
It sucks. There's no real other way to put it.
The Dota scene, I think, is gonna miss him once he's gone.
I don't think it's like a very reluctant leave, but hopefully he'll do what Jerax did and come back in a few years, and we'll be waiting with open arms.
They're with you. Wow.
He's not dead.
Sure about that, guys.
I just saw him.
Don't worry, he's very much alive, and he has had a fantastic career. Still having it, by the way. He's not out just yet. There's, of course, one more game, and he could potentially go all the way with that as well. But we wanted to make sure that we highlighted, because this is a TI winner, one of the two still remaining in the tournament. And Lacoste, it is definitely a guy to be celebrated.
Oh, most definitely. I like how the rest of the team also does celebrate Matu in a way. You know, even after a couple of years, if he wants to come
Open
back,
arms,
they're going to
baby.
be waiting for him. Definitely a good dude, you know, gives you that energy. And I like the way he talked about, you know, giving his 100%. You can feel it in the way that he plays, also taking the leadership role a little bit. But he gave everything. This is what you need to do when you're playing professional Dota, like at this level. And I think we can, you know, see Matu in the next 3 months sitting at the boat, just enjoying himself.
Oh, you know he will.
That makes sense, considering he was part of 4 anchors plus the C captain.
I believe he was the C captain.
And if he wasn't was an anchor, he has definitely